Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. So as you know, the sales are going on and Flipkart Plus members have got early access. So I'm seeing some pretty good deals available. So I thought, why not make a list of smartphones that I recommend to purchase in various price categories. Now everything that I show in this video are my opinion, and if you disagree with my opinion, then please feel free to do so. Drop a comment down below to share your thoughts, and let's be polite and let's not argue. Alright, so without any further ado, let's start with the first category, and that is below the 10,000 rupees price tag. So I'd like to start with the Motorola E40, but I don't really wholeheartedly recommend this phone. So the USP of this phone is that it has a 5000 mAh battery and it has got a 90Hz display, and the fact that it is running stock Android. But if you can really increase your budget by just even 1,000 rupees or 500 rupees, then you should just go for the Infinix Note 11. So the Infinix Note 11 has a major selling point, that is it is having a full HD plus AMOLED display, and guys, I'm telling you, once you use AMOLED you cannot go back. So getting access to an AMOLED display under like very close to 10,000 rupees, I think it's worth it, given the fact that it also has a Helio G88 processor, and yeah, 50 megapixel camera is just okay. But yeah, the main selling point of this phone is the fact that it has a good AMOLED display, and an AMOLED display will really improve your multimedia and movie watching experience by a lot. So the Infinix Hot 11 is a great choice in this price range, in my opinion. And if you have further 500 rupees to spare, like if you have a 11,000 rupees price budget, then you can actually go for the Motorola G31. Although there is discount available, you can use credit card, SBI credit card, to get 10% extra discount up to 750 rupees. And yeah, you can definitely bring the price of this phone down. So this one features both an AMOLED display as well as stock Android. So that is a pretty good combination. It has a headphone jack and all that. The design is fine. So it's got a MediaTek G85, which is slightly slower than a G88, just barely slower. The one last phone that I would like to mention is the Redmi 10. The reason I'm mentioning this is because it has a 6000 mAh battery and also a Snapdragon 680 processor. Now the benefit of having a Snapdragon processor is that you will be able to play emulation gaming quite a bit better. So the Adreno GPUs are supported very well in emulators. So if you play games like the PSP games and PlayStation 1 games, if you want to emulate older consoles, then the Snapdragon 680 is a really good chip. And also the fact that Snapdragon 680 will enable you to use the Gcam mod, which will definitely improve the quality of the cameras in the Redmi 10. So overall, if you have a 10,000 rupees price budget, I would just recommend you to just slightly increase it and try to go for the Motorola G31 or go for the Infinix Note 11. The Infinix Note 11 is just 10,500 rupees, and the Motorola G31 can also be brought down using the credit card discounts. Okay, now stepping up to the 15,000 rupees price category is the Redmi Note 10 Pro, which I believe is better than the Redmi Note 11 Pro. It is currently selling for 17,000 rupees for the 6GB RAM and 120GB model. But you can apply 2,000 rupees coupon and bring the price down to 14,999. Now it has a 64 megapixel camera with a 5 megapixel super tele macro lens. Now that tele macro lens is actually pretty good macro lens. I have seen it in the Mi 11 Lite NE 5G, and the images coming out of that macro lens is actually pretty good. So for 15,000 rupees, I think it's pretty much a no-brainer to go for the Redmi Note 10 Pro. Yeah, overall I like the design. The cameras are good. It's got a Snapdragon 732G, which means you can easily install Gcam and improve the cameras even further. It's got a pretty bright 1200 nits peak brightness display, which means if you watch HDR content, you will get really nice specular highlights in those videos. And it also comes with 33-watt charger. A dedicated micro SD card slot is also available, so that's good. So overall, 15,000 rupees for the Redmi Note 10 Pro, highly recommended. Now moving on to the 20,000 rupees price category, which I believe you just wait for it. The phone is not yet released, which is the iQOO Z6 Pro, which features a Snapdragon 778G for 20,000 rupees. That is a great deal. Now the phone will launch on May 4th. I think it's a flash sale or something like that, so you have to wait for it. But yeah, I would just say that you should just wait for this phone to launch and then just buy this phone. The display is supposed to be very bright at 1300 nits of peak brightness, which means great HDR videos. And coming from my experience with the iQOO 7, I can tell you that these iQOO phones are quite oriented towards gaming, so they have nice cooling solutions built in, and if you want to do prolonged gaming, then these iQOO phones are really suitable for it. So if you're looking to purchase a phone under the 20,000 rupees price category, and you want a powerful phone with a good processor and Snapdragon processor, Snapdragon 778, so you can again install Gcam to improve the cameras if you don't like the cameras of this phone. And you have prolonged gaming sessions because of the gaming oriented features in the iQOO Z6 Pro. It has a good cooling solution and all that. So yeah, just wait for the iQOO Z6 Pro and just buy this one under the 20,000 rupees price category. I think this is a new champion under the 20,000 rupees price category. Alright, now moving on, we have got the Realme 9 Pro Plus in the 25,000 rupees price category. I think it's a pretty solid choice with the Realme 9 Pro Plus, and you also get 3,000 rupees off if you use SBI debit card transactions, and if you use any other cards, then you can get 22,000 rupees off, which means effectively you can get this for 23,000 rupees with any cards. So that is great. So this thing has a really good camera, the Sony IMX766. I think it also has OIS. It's got the Dimensity 920 processor, which is a pretty good processor. 6 gigabytes of RAM and 120 gigabyte of storage. And overall, the build quality is nice. It looks kind of flashy. If you don't like flashy phones, you can put a skin on it. But yeah, 90 Hz AMOLED display, 60 watt dart charging, and it also has a vapor chamber for prolonged gaming sessions. And overall, it's got a really good camera. That's what I can say. The camera on this Realme 9 Pro Plus is really good. So yeah, for 23,000 rupees, or you can go as low as 22,000 rupees, it's a pretty damn good choice. Okay, so the other phone that I would like to mention is the Galaxy M52. Now, I actually like the M52 quite a lot, even though other YouTubers may or may not like, because the gaming performance of this phone is not that great. But if you look aside, if you don't care about gaming performance, then the One UI, the features implemented in One UI will be really helpful if you plan to go into the Samsung ecosystem. Let's say you get a Samsung tablet, then you'll be able to use call and text on multiple devices. You can copy text, you can use Samsung Pass, you can use Samsung Pay. So it has a bunch of software features that people tend to overlook inside One UI. And overall, the performance of the phone is not bad. It's got a Snapdragon 778G, Super AMOLED display, 120 Hz. The one thing that is good about the Samsung panels in this price range is the fact that they handle the HDR signal quite well. So you will not find anything like heavy black crushing in AMOLED, in HDR videos. So since Samsung is actually the creator of the HDR10 Plus format, they implement the HDR10 Plus format very well in the displays. So HDR10 Plus videos will look really good on this phone. It will look accurate in this phone actually. That's what I want to say. And overall, it's a slim phone. It has a good battery life, 5,000 mAh battery. It has got good 5G bands. It has got 11 5G bands, although I don't care about 5G that much. It's got expandable storage, which is also good. And the camera of this phone is also quite good, even though it is a bit outdated at this moment. But as it is a Snapdragon processor, you can install Gcam and improve the camera quality further if you want. You get knock security and all that. So most of the features related to the M52 is basically software related, and it can be pretty helpful to those who need those features actually. So the Galaxy M52 can be considered in this price range, and it is currently selling for 24,000 rupees. So that's a pretty good price for the M52, I believe. Then you have the Xiaomi Mi 11 Lite NE 5G, and I've used this phone. It belongs to my friend. I've used this phone. It's a really nice compact phone. Looks good. The bezels are quite symmetric, and the display is also quite good. It supports Dolby Vision. Although I would like to give feedback to Xiaomi to improve their implementation of HDR in their displays. So overall, the main USP of the Xiaomi Mi 11 Lite NE 5G is the fact that it's a very compact phone and good build quality, good display, Snapdragon 778G, 12 5G bands, 3 years of Android updates, 4 years of security updates, which is also good. The Mi 11 Lite NE 5G can be considered under the 25,000 rupees price category. Okay, now we are going to the pretty pricey segment, which is the 30,000 rupees price category. And in this price category, I would just clearly like to mention the OnePlus Nord 2. So the OnePlus Nord 2 has really good build quality, looks great. This phone looks very handsome, and it has got the Dimensity 1200 processor, which is like amazing. The Dimensity 1200 is a great SoC. It is great for gaming, and OnePlus has implemented the Dimensity 1200 in a great way because it doesn't throttle much. You know, it has 8 gigabytes of RAM, 120 gigabytes storage. If you're a fan of OnePlus and if you like their Oxygen OS, which is kind of changing these days, but yeah. Anyways, it's still pretty clean. The UI is clean. The build is great. The camera is also pretty good. Sony IMX7 again, so the camera quality is really good, and the Dimensity 1200 is the cherry on top. So I think the OnePlus Nord 2 is a pretty safe choice under the 30,000 rupees price category. So you can definitely go for it. And again, if you have SBI credit card, then you can get flat 2,000 rupees discount, which is again a really good price for the OnePlus Nord 2. Now moving on, we have the 30,000 rupees to 40,000 rupees price category. Now I don't like to go above 40,000 rupees. So yeah, now under the 40,000 rupees price category, my favorite phone is the Samsung Galaxy S20 FE 5G. I have reviewed the phone. You can go check it out. Right now the price is a little high at 40,000 rupees, but you can often find this for 35,000 to 37,000 rupees. I think at that price it's a perfect choice. Now I don't want to continue talking about the S20 FE 5G. Currently the S20 FE 5G is actually filming me. The camera on this phone is great video quality. That's what I'd like to mention. The video quality of this camera is insanely good, especially in pro video mode. The video is really sharp. There is no noise reduction, which means the video output is very natural. It has got a lot of great features baked into one UI, like Dex, which is really good. I made a video on Dex, go watch it. It is a very productivity oriented phone, this S20 5G. It has got good cameras, good overall day-to-day performance, and the productivity features like Dex make it a great phone for content creators. So yeah, I like the S20 5G. If you want to know why I like it, you go and watch my video on the S20 5G. It is a no-nonsense phone, and I think it is one of Samsung's best phones of all times. So yeah, the other phones that I would like to mention is that, first of all, I'd like to mention is the OnePlus 9RT. Currently, if you have a SBI credit card, then you will be able to get a flat 4,000 rupees discount, which will bring the price down under the 40,000 rupees price category. So the OnePlus 9RT is a great phone for gaming. It has got a good camera, the Sony IMX7 and overall it has got Oxygen OS. So people who like Oxygen OS will obviously buy this one. 65-watt super fast charger, 65-watt warp charger is available, Snapdragon 888, as I said. Yeah, so the OnePlus 9RT is actually a really good phone. The price is actually a little bit high in my opinion, but given the discount, the 4,000 rupees instant discount using SBI credit card, it'll come down below the 40,000 rupees price category, and at that price it's a really solid choice. So yeah, the OnePlus 9RT, highly recommended. And the last phone that I would like to mention is the iQOO 9 SE. It is the cheapest phone in our price category right now. If you apply the ICICI credit card, then you can even get another 3,000 rupee discount, bringing the price down to just 31,000 rupees. Yeah, Snapdragon 888, again, I think it's got like 8 5G bands or so. Again, gaming focused phone. If you want a phone for long-term prolonged gaming sessions, then this phone is also great for that. I like the design of the phone, especially the gunmetal color. I love it. And yeah, all the iQOO related features apply here. Again, I would like to mention the great dual speakers, the vibration motor, and the optimization with the Snapdragon 888 and the big cooling solution implemented in this phone. So yeah, these are my final picks under the 40,000 rupees price category, and that's it. The video is getting quite long. And yeah, all the phones are linked down in the description. If you purchase from my affiliate links, it will really help out the channel. And yeah, that's all for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. It was a long video. Like, share, and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.